Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, and today, something new. Also, please excuse my green screen doing very interesting things in the background all of a sudden. I just noticed that. That is really weird. Anyway, as I was saying, welcome to something, well, I say new, something that we haven't dabbled in for a while on this channel, and that is the game Democracy 4. So what we're doing today is we're going to be playing as the United States of America and the President of the United States of America, but we're going to do something a little bit different. And basically we're going to run a party that's called the Fuck the People Party. So this party does not give a shit about the people, about anything to do with the country. Literally its idea is to strip everything back to the point where the government does nothing and there is complete anarchy. So that's what we're going to go with. So first things first is going to be our party. So screw you all will be the name of our party, and that's going to be red because red is anger. And then we're going to have two other parties. So one that is socialist and one that is conservative, I guess. So the social movement. And then, what the hell is that one? We're going to have so this is going to be the Conservative Party. So actually no, I guess we're kind of the conservative, liberal, yeah. So maybe I don't know, what can I call this party? Let's just pick a name from the list. Yeah, let's go with the Defenders of the Faith. Let's do a religious party. So we'll leave that blue and we'll go with green for those guys because the social movement's probably going to have some sort of environmental thought process behind them. So I just want to make it very clear, this is not how I think politically, but I thought it would be really interesting to try this. Now, I've had a little bit of a play in the background with this, and basically we need to mess with the sliders to have any hope of this even working. So we have to have no socialism, complete and utter liberalism, no debt, and compulsory voting with 3 parties, but no political apathy, so nobody's actually interested in what's going on. So already, it's a very much interesting scenario that would not play out in the real world. But anyway, time for screw you all, basically. Congratulations on my election victory. Welcome to your new job as president. The lives of all 328 million citizens are now in your hands. As you will imagine, there are a number of situations and concerns that you will need to deal with as soon as possible while keeping an eye on the long-term improvement of our citizens' quality of life. Ha! Plus, do not forget that you face re-election in 4 years, so you will need to monitor the opinion polls in our party membership. Good luck. Okay, so what have I got? I've got a $5.32 billion surplus, no reserves, good income, but also a lot of expenditure. Okay, so first things first, we're going to cancel income tax, is what we're going to do. And then we need to do something that, at least at this point, until we start to get some popularity, we need to not be too fast in removing things, because then people go, hey, hang on, what the fuck is going on? And we don't want that necessarily. So, what is that? Ban tobacco? No. The circularity of education, yeah, that can stay how it is at the moment because We're going for a complete anybody can do whatever they want kind scenario. I don't want to deal with the work safety law and minimum wage yet. Pollution controls. Let's cancel pollution controls. So we've removed people's tax, but we've also cancelled pollution controls. Tobacco tax, religious banknotes. Probably don't want to do religious banknotes yet because we do have a religious party. Charity tax relief, we probably don't want to touch that either. Capital gains tax, remove it. We're all about removing the tax. So now that we've done 3 things, let's just see what occurs there. Because currently we are a 21.55% popularity. So we'll just go to the next turn and we'll see what that has done to our popularity. There is gender neutral restrooms. There is an urgency policy question that requires your immediate attention. Yeah, I mean, make no change. That's everything we're about here. We are just not into doing anything. So we have a budget deficit of 11.85 billion. Oh my god, because we cancelled income tax. Whoops. The people are indifferent to your government. We estimate getting 47% of the vote in the next election. Okay, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. So, people like not paying tax. Interesting. Who'd have thought? So, let's cancel some more tax. That one's gone. We will cancel the petrol tax. Tobacco tax, we can significantly drop that as well. Okay, so that's another 3 things. This time they've all been tax related. So it's going to be interesting now when we go to the next turn to see what happens to popularity, whether it goes up or whether people are starting to realise that what we're currently doing is plunging the country into debt at a ridiculous rate. So we're going to see here. Okay. 42% of the vote in the next election. Interesting. Okay. The Evangelical Alliance are holding town hall meetings to express their anger at the current government. So that's the religious... Cool. Weapons of mass destruction are theoretically, let's try that, a weapon of last resort and work purely as a deterrent. With this in mind, there is pressure for you to publicly commit to no first use of any weapons. I would like to make no comment because we don't do anything here in this government. We just don't do anything. Alright, so now I need to obviously do some stuff that people will like, I guess. So maybe not the alcohol law, because that's only going to make youths happy. So selective schooling. Yeah, no, probably not going to do too much at this point. Nuclear weapons. Okay, well, we obviously can't do anything much about that right now. Border controls, probably don't want to touch that. Child benefit is high. You see, the problem is if I drop that, it's probably going to not impress people much. So what I actually might do is cancel the payroll tax and cancel corporation tax and see where that leaves us. Other than the fact that we're going to have absolutely no income whatsoever, we may then have to implement some pro-business policies. We may have to do that to try and get people into the thought process of now you can make money by owning your own business kind of thing, I guess, is what I'm... But I'm just going to go to the next turn and see what happens. Okay, so we're still only thinking 46% in an election. So we're not gaining massively. We're not losing out either. So our national sports stars have been gagged by a foreign superpower. Right, fair enough. Tonight's news headlines. A physicist talks about the shame she fears for the state of science funding in this country. Well, yeah, you know, when you have a government that isn't going to fund fuck all, this is what happens. So... right now, I need to figure out alcohol tax. I mean, it's got 0% popularity with voters. How the hell does the alcohol tax have 0% popularity? Ooh, let's. Yeah, but see, the problem with cancelling all these things is it completely disables our income. And I've added $1.62 trillion of debt in 3 turns. Probably part of the reason why people are not exactly happy with the government. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start dropping things that have no popularity with voters. So science funding can go down. Free school meals can stay exactly where it is right now. I'm going to cancel the state postal service. No, I'm not actually. That's not what I'm going to do at all because that doesn't cost us anything. State broadcaster. No, I don't care about bias and fake news. Yep, that can bugger off. Food Standards Agency, that's 74% popular with the voters. That can just sort of hang out with us for a little bit longer. Arts Subsidies, that's popular with voters, so that can stay where it is. Selective schooling. Oh, that doesn't have any popularity with voters. So let's start by putting people in separate classes to reduce our costs. And then we're going to go to the next turn and see where things... So now we've gone down to 43% of the vote. So, I mean, we're not suffering too much. We're sort of just hanging around in the middle kind of thing. A lot of wealthy and a lot of middle income. But the lower end of middle income. Interesting. Alright, so I need to unfortunately start removing things that cost money. So one of the first things I'm going to have to drop is probably state pensions to the very minimum. That's still costing $61.12 billion a turn, which is just insanity, and is going to use 16 political capital and is probably not going to help our popularity with the voters. Let's see. Allow foreign fighters to return. Some of our religious citizens left our country to fight in religious war overseas, a war that in many ways threatened our interests and security. That fighting has now ended, and the fighters have expressed regret for their actions and a desire to return home. Can I just not answer? No. At this point, because I can't keep pissing people off, I'm going to block the fighters from returning. However, in the future, I would just indifferently answer and be like, whatever, you do you guys. Race Discrimination Act, nope, can't do anything about that at the moment. Water cannons, we will drop that down to the very minimum. That uses our political capital for the turn. Let's go to the next turn. Let's see what is happening. So the people are still indifferent to my government. We estimate that I would get 45% of the vote in an election. Cynical voters. Changes to the policy state pensions so soon after the election has made some of the voters cynical about your party. Really? You don't fucking say. No. Reject the quotas because we don't do anything in this country. It is going to be the country of insane freedom, but with insane freedom and no laws or regulations, probably is going to result in anarchy. To cancel car tax. Only got 24% popularity with the voters. Property tax. It makes us money, and it's got no popularity with the voters. State pensions. Can I cancel the state pensions now? I can. Let's cancel state pensions. See, what people are going to have to understand very quickly in this country is if I'm not going to tax you, I also can't provide you with anything because I don't have any money to do that. And that's the whole idea. We've got to do very much a balancing act between you get some benefit here, or some relief here, should I say, on the tax side of things, but now I can't give you healthcare or whatever. And I'm just going to see how long I can go before they all just go, what the hell? Okay, the polls do not look good. We're now down to 22% of the vote at the next election. Probably a lot to do with the fact that we, I don't know, cancelled state pensions. So now, is there a tax that people give a shit about? Is there something that is popular with the voters that I can... So they like health tax credits. So getting rid of that right now is probably not going to do much. No, we're going to be pro big business. And then maybe with my leftover political capital, I should implement something for the economy, a business startup campaign. I'm going to implement that, and I'm going to implement it at the absolute maximum. So people now can not only pay no tax, but they can basically start their own business for free. And then I'm going to implement another policy that is going to give young people the opportunity to get involved in this. And I'm going to apply that as well. So hopefully that will balance out the frustrations about removing state pensions. And I'm going to have to play this balancing act, I feel, for a fair bit of time. At least in the first term of government. Yeah. Gabriel Lopez doesn't like me anymore, so, well, he can go fuck himself. Fake news is coming along. Yep, no, that's fine. We will play with the media soon. So we will make sure that it is not a fair and balanced media. Just to help us along. Yeah, why not? Let's raise the speed limits. Whatever. Like, that one doesn't affect us in any way, shape or form in the long term. Alright, so, now, where is... No, I need the media balanced, fair and balanced media. Where is the fair and balanced media? Game hunting, no. Drug enforcement, no. Alcohol, no. Gated communities, intellectual property rights, no. Prisons, police force, private prisons, speed cameras, water cannons, tasers, tear gas, witness protection program, rubber bullets, prisoner tagging, no. Prison regime, legal aid, gender discrimination, gay marriage, body cameras, CCTV, community policing, gender transition, death penalty, firearm laws, narcotics. Okay. I could have sworn that it was in here somewhere. Technology colleges, nope. Public services? This is the public services area, so it might be under there. Executive term length, term limit, no, we're not going to play with that right now. Faith school subsidies, selective schooling, arts, okay. Where on earth is the media thing? Because we're going to need to change that. Very quickly. Public services. State broadcaster. No, we just got rid of that. I could have sworn previously that there was a way to play with the media. There we go, a general media censorship. Ooh. I need 35 political capital to do that. And we'll need to do probably internet censorship as well. Right. Okay. But what can I do right now to make people really happy? I can... Small business grants. That's what I can do. So I'm going to implement the hell out of that. So if I ever need to have any policies actually available, those policies that I'm going to have are going to be only business related. That's the only thing that we will fund, and only if we have to. So that does that. And then... Why is property tax 0% popular with voters? It's less tax. Alright, that's more popular with voters. So I'm going to get rid of the airline tax. Charity tax relief, I'm going to cancel that policy as well. And so 9 turns, 8 turns. So the next turn will put us at the halfway point. Right. Okay, well, let's see if we've managed to at least garner back our popularity from removing state pensions. I'm probably going to say... Oh, no, we have. We have. We now get 47% of the vote in an election. Okay. The Environmental Alliance are criticising government policies in online forums. I mean, yeah, you know, probably fair enough. Yep, we'll reject the ban because everyone is allowed to do whatever they would like. Alright, so what of these other taxes? So can I cancel the car tax as well? It's got 24%, so it's not super popular with voters, but the retirement age, popularity with voters. So if I was to drop that down to 60... because that is... because I can't actually cancel it, so that is the lowest I can... because I just sort of want everyone to be able to do whatever they would like. Create complete anarchy. Work safety law. Minimum at the moment. I'm hoping that that doesn't piss too many people off. I reckon it probably will. But, yeah. The business stuff. So those things, the young entrepreneur scheme, and business startups and all that, I need to keep where it is. I can't lower that right now. I don't want to be paying any subsidies as such. Wow, I've added $4.89 trillion in debt in half a term of government. Yeah, okay. That's not great. We'll lower that. That uses one political capital. Alright, so we'll go through to the next turn here. And the halfway point. And we'll see what we're thinking. High winds down power lines last year, which were the cause of the worst wildfires on record. With storms forecast, power plants have planned outages to prevent another inferno. Right. Well, oh well. Fake news is now widespread. Cool. Whatever. State execution is a case of mistaken identity. Well, that's not something that I implemented. Water shortage is about to occur. Oh well. We don't do anything in this government. People will eventually realise that. So, at the halfway point, amazingly, we're 42% popular. I don't know how that has become a thing, but it has. And I'm not gonna, complain about that because it means that with 3 parties and compulsory voting, 42% actually, believe it or not, gives us a majority. That's really quite interesting. But our popularity has been up and down like a bloody... yeah. So the retired are cynical with us, 7.9%. Fair, that's fair. Private pensions are through the roof. Tobacco usage is through the roof. People making no money is through the roof. Our GDP is down. Our oil demand is down. Our tourism is down. Our foreign relations are down. Our charity is down. Our productivity is down. The environment is down. The currency strength is down. Crime is down? Okay. So is violent crime. Interesting. That's funny. Equality is down. Lifespan is up. Okay. Fair enough then. As you were. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our Fuck the People Democracy 4 playthrough in the United States of America in our aim to be a complete psychopath and turn the country into an anarchist's paradise. If you did enjoy the video, please do consider subscribing and hitting that like button. And if you didn't enjoy the video and you do want to hit that dislike button, please do go ahead. But I do ask that you provide feedback as to what I can do better from here on out, because I'm always striving to be better at my video making. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. And wherever you are in the world, I do hope that you stay safe, stay well, look after yourselves, and don't do anyone I wouldn't do. And I will see you all in the next video. Cheers, and see you later.